Schlitterbahn has a bunch of super cool tube chute water rides, and I am trying to talk about or figure out, try to solve how these water rides fill up with water. Some water parks, like where you just turn a knob and then the water comes, it's like a water hose. You just turn the knob or push the button, it turns on, water starts coming out. It's not like that. This water park is not like that. So I grew up going there every summer, and I've got a distinct memory, and I don't remember when this started, but there used to be a really cool hot tub and like a big arcade that was kind of in the middle of the park. And that was open, I don't think 24/7. The hot tub may have been open 24/7, but the arcade was open till like midnight. So all the kids would go and we'd do arcade games at night. And one year, I don't remember what year it was. It's like one of my earliest memories. I remember going with my dad out to that area where the arcade and the hot tub were. And there was a tube chute ride. And I want to talk about tube chute rides in a minute. There's a tube chute ride that's called the Raging River Tube Chute, and it goes right through the middle. It actually goes through the entire park. I'm going to show you a map in a minute, but it goes through the whole park. And we used to get up early, like 7 or 8 a.m. Park used to open at 10. We would go into the water park, and we would watch the rides fill up with water. And something about that, it's fascinated me my entire life, watching water. My wife, we joke about it, like anytime I see running water, I'm like, oh, look. And I think I have to attribute it back to this memory of going to Schlitterbahn and watching the rides fill up. So there's a specific, I've got a video I'll show you, but there's a specific part of the Raging River Tube Chute where you can see the water start to kind of come around the corner. And you don't know where it's coming from. It just starts coming down the corner, and then it starts to very slowly, there's like these little hills that are built into the tube chutes, and the water will very slowly start to kind of fill up, and it's caught, it's almost like a dam. It's caught behind one of these drops. It's like a big blue rubber kind of ramp, so to speak. And eventually it hits the top, and then a little tiny stream of water starts coming over. And it gets more and more and more, and then eventually it's coming over a lot, and the water is coming fast, and then it finally goes over, and then it goes all the way down, and it gets caught up at the next little drop, and then it's, for a couple minutes, slowly fills up, and then it, just trickles over the next hill, and then so on and so forth. So we would go out there, and for like, I don't know, an hour or so, we would just watch it, and it's fascinating. I don't know why, just watching this really fun tube chute ride fill up with water, because you go to a theme park or a water park and you go through the front gate and everything's already open, right? Like if we were to go into Schlitterbahn at 10 a.m., it's already going, water's rushing, the music's playing, it's like the park is ready. But being there early and being able to see what happens beforehand, like a couple hours before the park opens, it's just this fascinating thing. And we're out here at this water park 2 hours early watching this water, and I would notice all the tube chutes connect to each other, at least in one area from what I've seen. It starts at the west side of the park, and it goes like water, I think, this is my theory, and let me show you the map right now. Let me show you my map. So this is the Schlitterbahn New Braunfels west side. I want to draw where all the tube rides are. This is the Raging River Tube Chute. This is the big castle. If you've been to Schlitterbahn, you will know this castle. It's iconic, right? So the Raging River Tube Chute, I'm just going to draw where it goes so you can see it on the screen. I'm just going to be a little bit rough, but Raging River actually goes all the way through the entire park. I'm going to scroll over here. It goes through here. It goes underneath the Bonsai Pipeline, which is a really sweet tube ride, super fun. We're going to go here. Now, the map ends, so I can't follow it all the way, but the Raging River goes this way. It goes underneath the road, and it goes here, and then it kind of does like this. There's a really cool slide at the end. Feeds into the river, so you get dumped out into the Como River. So that's the Raging River Tube Chute. Let's change colors. Next is going to be just the one that's closest to it, Hillside Tube Chute. It's got this switchback kind of thing that reminds me of San Francisco. Goes around, used to go underneath this cool building, but now they changed it. It's kind of like this, and it goes into this lagoon pool. Next, let's go to the cliffhanger. No, wait, let's do whitewater tube chute. Whitewater tube chute starts here. Oh, I gotta show. This first part is amazing. So whitewater tube chute goes like this. It goes bzz, 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 bunch of drops, bunch of drops, bunch of drops, and it ends right here. So kind of shorter one, but it's super intense. Next, we're gonna do cliffhanger tube chute. Cliffhanger tube chute starts right here. It's actually literally connected to the raging river. It goes this way. Goes here. It's a little bit shorter. This actually wasn't open, and I was kind of sad. It wasn't open this year. And there's a fork here. You can go this way. It was closed this year, but you could normally go and connect to the raging river here, or you could take the big drop, and you're out here in this little area. And the last one is the Como. Well, it's called something different now. I think it's called what they call it now. I think it's called Congo River Expedition. It used to be called Como Express. You get on here. Well, actually, you start here. It goes around. And then you go down a really cool drop. And then actually goes side by side with the raging river. And I don't remember exactly how, but it does like this. And you get out like right here. 5 tube chutes. Raging River, clearly the longest one. Hillside, Whitewater, Cliffhanger, and I'm just going to call it Como Express. Congo River, whatever. The name keeps changing. So we're going to get back to that map in a second, but I want to first talk about like what a tube chute is. So if you think about like a creek, like a really fast flowing creek, it's kind of like that. There's rapids, there's like bumps, I don't even know how to describe it. But there's just like, it's just fast moving water. I guess rapids is probably the right way to explain it. And you're just in a little inner tube and you're just going down this creek. That's the best way I describe it, as a creek. Here's what I want to do now. I've got the map with the rides I just drew. Now, what I like to do, and this is kind of the big part of this video, is me trying to speculate how these rides fill up. Because I can only go so far, let me just give you maybe a little bit of a tour. This is the resort right here. This is where we would stay. It was one of these houses here. We could walk all the way to about the bonsai. You see this right here, the bonsai? We had access to all of this. You could walk in here and it was all wide open. Of course, the rides are closed at night and in the morning, but you could just walk around. We'd have access to here, which means you could watch this, you could watch this, you could watch this. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I may have drawn this wrong. So we would always come, we would watch this kind of straight part right here. We would like walk around. I mean, let me get real detailed. We would walk, and we would just stand at this patio, and there was a bridge that you could walk, and you'd look over, and we would watch. So the water comes around this corner, and we would just watch it fill up with water. So basically what I'm dealing with here is I can only see about this far, right? So where does the water come from? How does it get to here? And that's what I've always wondered and always tried to find out. And unfortunately, you can't go that far. You can't go all the way to the end here. But I want to give you my best estimation from the years that I've been at the park and what I've witnessed and what I've seen. So here we go. Here's what I think happens. I think all the water comes from the raging river. The raging river has points where it fills into every single ride except for the whitewater. I don't really know what happens here. And also the hillside. Let me just show you. Let me go here and show you. I'm going to use a blue marker to simulate the water. So here at the raging river, when you step down into the water, there's like this gigantic. There's like all this water bubbling behind you. It's like, and water's like coming up. So my best guess is that there is let me zoom out a little bit, a pump of some kind that gets the river water from this is the Como River. So the water park is just right next to the Como River, right? So I think there's some sort of pump that feeds the water to the start of the raging river. By the way, if you're still watching this and you've found it interesting to this far, please put in the comments, I'm still here. This is awesome. I'm still here. This is awesome. Something like that. I just want to see how many people are still watching this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but thank you for watching and being willing to just let me just talk to you about something that I love so much. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. Here's how the water rides fill up. My best guess. We start here. The water's pumped in from the Como River. It goes, and I've got to guess that it also shoots off of here and fills up the hillside. So, again, in all these, my guess is that all these water rides are empty in the morning, because when they stop the water, so we would, in the resort, we would, like at night, go to the arcade, whatnot. All these rides are empty. And there's something also fascinating about empty water rides, like just slides with no water running. But all these tube chutes were just empty, and sometimes there was like tubes stuck and leaves everywhere, and it just was like barren. So that they turn the water on, whatever it is, a pump or whatever, it starts to fill these rides up. And I would love, 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 love to stand right here and watch it happen. I would just love that so much. But it's closed off to shoobies like me. I can't get in there. So we're going this way. This is filling up. I mean, we can just go here. This fills up and spits into the river. That's it. But this goes here, and it's filling up, and it's filling up, and it's filling up. And I'm guessing water goes here to the whitewater, like underneath the bridge. There's like a walkway and a building. I'm assuming that water goes here and fills this up. So again, I would love to be standing right here as this is filling up. And then we can turn and look, and we can see the water start to come this way and see this. And I've never seen this, the white-watered tube chute. I've never seen this with no water in it, because you couldn't go that far at the resort. It was closed off. So, but I would love to see what it looks like with no water in it. So, okay, we continue. And this fills up on its own. Here, the cliffhanger fills up. I'm assuming there's nothing else. See, I think the Raging River funds every other ride. And I think that was intentional. Like, that was intentional. So cool. Such an easy, like, you don't have to spend money on your own water system or whatever. You just funnel it from the river, and it funnels back out in the river. It's amazing. Okay, so it begins to fill the cliffhanger up. And cliffhanger, see, Raging River goes this way, cliffhanger goes this way. And this, goes here. And then here's the thing, though. The water's going this way. It's coming this way. Let me back up to kind of do the timing of it. It's going here. It's going here. And this is about where we would see. We would be able to come over here, and we see the water, coming around. And I don't remember if we ever walked over and if we could even get to the cliffhanger part, but water's coming this way, it's filling this way. And then this is like to me, the most special and best part was watching this right here, this straight part fill up. And and this also, I do know this funds the Como River. There's a lazy river that goes around here. So this fills up this, and then this begins to go this way. And then we're going here, and this is basically the end of it. Each ride, fills up on its own. This goes here, water. Oh, and it goes into the river, right? And the Congo River Expedition, goes here, and it dumps into the river as well. So here's my prediction. I think it all starts right here at the top of Raging River. I truly think it starts here. And then it fills up every single tube chute at the park. There's these little spots where it connects. I just walk you through it. And it feeds all the way down. And it ends in the river. The cliffhanger dumps into the river as well, the remaining water. That's what I think is happening. And what's cool, again, is that it recycles the water. So the water gets dumped in here, and then it's filling back up. So that's what I think. And I know for sure that it's happening right here. I've seen all this stuff. I've seen the water join with the other rides and connect, and I've seen that happen. But the mystery, like the big mystery it's like the mystery of my life, is what's happening right here. What's happening right there at the beginning? And honestly, I might never know. I reached out to Schlitterbahn. I contacted their PR team and I said, like, I just was like, hey, I'd love to come and do a video and like learn and see it if they would be so willing to let a silly old YouTuber like me come in there and film it and maybe have somebody like walk me through it. Someone like an engineer or someone who knows about it could talk me through what's happening. So maybe this is the call to Schlitterbahn. If you work at Schlitterbahn and you're watching this video, first of all, do you know this? Can you put something in the comment? Could you like tell me how it works? That'd be awesome. And also, like, maybe this is an informal, very informal invitation. I would love to come to the park and get kind of a behind the scenes look at how the water rides are engineered and how they work. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating. I don't know why, but it's like every year the best, like, all the rides are fun. Hanging out with family is fun. My best memories are watching these tube chutes fill with water and wondering in my brain about how it works. It's just a mystery, man. It's just a mystery. How does the water get from the raging river all the way to the end? And it's like this it's just that's the best way to describe it. It's just this mystery. It's this lore. But that's the whole point of this video was for me to get to share this passion of mine, which is Schlitterbahn, New Braunfels, like my favorite place in the world. I'm making this video about it because I've always wondered how the water rides fill up, and I'd love to know. So again, if you have worked there, if you know someone who's worked there, or if you know the answer, please tell me. Put a comment below. Write your story. Tell me how it's done. You can email me if you want. TubeCody@gmail.com. The email's in the description. And if you are a part of the Schlitterbahn like marketing PR team and you want to connect me, please, I'd love to come out and do a video like a documentary on the water park. I love this water park. It's amazing. It's like I've been to other water parks. There's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like Schlitterbahn, New Braunfels. It's so unique. All the different water rides, the tube chutes, like there's just nothing like it. It's a classic water park. I really am excited for, hopeful that Six Flags will do right by the water park and keep these tube chutes open and take good care of Schlitterbahn. So again, this is just my mystery, the mystery of my life, and I'm excited and grateful to share it with you today. And maybe the next time you see a creek filling up with water, maybe you'll stop and look at it. Or you see, like, if there's a river by your house or, a culvert, and there's water going, maybe you'll stop and think about me. You'll stop and think about Schlitterbahn. And, ooh, look how cool the water is. Like, I don't know why I'm just so fascinated with water. Thank you for watching this video. Oh, and I have a trivia question without Googling it. Please don't Google it. Don't cheat. Come on. Don't cheat. Do you know... So Schlitterbahn is a German word. The whole town New Braunfels is very German. Do you know what Schlitterbahn stands for? Or do you know what it means in English? Don't cheat, but put your guess in the comments, or if you know it, put it down in the comments what Schlitterbahn, what it actually means in English. I'd love to hear your guesses, and if you know it, put it in the comments below. Schlitterbahn, 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 Schlitterbahn.